Like first time here, like obviously you haven't been able to utilize like knees and elbows.
Yeah.
Now you get to do that. How does that make you dangerous as a fighter?
It definitely adds more tools to the arsenal for sure. I think it's gonna make it more exciting, especially with the ground and pound and stuff like that. It'll be different.
Like wrestling, like basically for a majority of your life, how has that helped like your transition into like MMA?
It's helped a lot. I mean, I think a lot of people are scared of the takedowns for sure, especially when you look at a lot of the UFC guys. They go pretty far with wrestling backgrounds. I think it's a good base to start off with, whether you continue to wrestle through your MMA career or you switch over to striking. I think it's good to start with.
Like, what was the biggest takeaway from your last fight?
Biggest takeaway: staying composed, having fun, try not to be too tense, take it too seriously.
What do you want to do with your career?
Just want to see where it goes, man. Right now, I'm just having fun. And then if it goes somewhere, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then, 10, 15 years now, I can say that I did something cool. So I think it's pretty exciting. Not a lot of people do this stuff.
Yeah, the mindset for like fighters is like way different than like a guy that's just in the office from 9 to 5. How's your like mindset for like competing instead of like as a singular person instead of being in like a team environment for like a team sport?
I think it's around the same because we have a good team in BC. A lot of guys come out, so it still has that team feeling. But for sure, once you're in there, you're by yourself. But I think the main thing for me is just trying to keep it fun. The moment you get scared or too much pressure on yourself, I think it takes away from that for me. So for me, just whenever I fight or train, I just try to keep it as fun as I can, and it's been working for me so far.
Nice. You remember your last fight?
Yeah.
What was like some highlights that you can remember just for people that are watching? Like I'm gonna take some of the stuff that you say and like put it into like the video. So if you can remember like a highlight from your last fight, did you finish the fight?
Yeah, I finished the fight. Started the third round. He decided to come after me after slipped one jab, threw a barrage at me. And then from there, I just stayed composed, walked back, blocked the punches, saw my opening, threw that hook, and then just followed him down and finished the fight.
Would you say like your striking is the most underrated part of your game?
I would think so, yeah. I haven't really showed too much about my striking, but I would definitely love to show more. I've been working on a lot more on this camp.
How do you kind of like explain like your top game? Like how do you describe it?
I would say definitely more wrestling based with top submissions. I don't like playing off my back. It's just it's a weird feeling for me, especially wrestling all the time. You don't wrestle off your back.
No.